So one of the big reasons that Cardano was launched and was necessary was to create kind of a safe haven for people to build projects, create smart contracts, and do it in a cheap way where you don't see high fees. And what this user is actually suggesting is that Cardano may in fact be the most expensive smart contract blockchain in the space, kind of defeating the exact purpose that Cardano was created for. Now, here's the thing. This user clearly doesn't understand Cardano fundamentals. They don't understand how the Cardano blockchain is made up, but let's humor them for just a moment. So what they said is that actually that Cardano, not Ethereum, is the most expensive smart contract platform to deploy smart contracts or transfer tokens. So he said, based on his assessment, Cardano has a minimum transaction fee of roughly 0.17 ADA or nearly 6 cents. I think that was a mistype. And Ethereum, the minimum gas fees stand at around 3 cents or 50% less. What he also showed was that swapping on-chain on Ethereum via Uniswap and other protocols would offset a trade of 32 cents on Cardano, standing higher at about 45 cents. So here's the thing. This is kind of done in bad faith. All right. So I'll get to the theoretical limits in just a moment here. But when we're looking at right now, okay, we're looking at times where, frankly, there's not a lot buzzing. There's not a whole lot going on in the space. It's a really bad gauge of what things are going to look like when the market is popping, when there's a lot of activity going on, a lot of trading, a lot of building, things like that. And right now, Ethereum has had a little bit of a leg up in this part because they've had layer twos. They've been able to take some of the volume, creating less load on the Ethereum network. Cool. Great for them. Whatever. But here's the thing. When Ethereum is still a TPS model, there is still a load limit on what it can handle. And for those who were around last market cycle, we saw what happened with Ethereum. There were multiple days where you're talking hundreds to thousands of dollars in a simple transaction cost. You could be doing a $10 swap and it could have been $1,000 in gas fees. I've been there. I've lived it. It was very difficult figuring out what the best time of day was to do transactions. Even my cheap transaction guys were like $30, all right, just for the swap fee alone. We haven't seen that on Cardano. And the big reason why is because of the UTXO model. So what he specifically talks about here then as well is just this theoretical limit, 18 transactions per second. And the problem is that people who are used to TPS models, they don't understand that Cardano can do transactions inside of transactions. And that is why it is very even keel, whether we're in a bear market, whether we're in the height of the bull market, or somewhere in the middle like we're at right now, where frankly times are good, but they suck, right? We're just kind of waiting for the next leg in crypto. And the thing is Cardano theoretically has the ability to infinitely scale. All right. Now, obviously, there's no guarantees in crypto. There's no guarantees that Ethereum is going to get back up to $1,000 per transaction. But the problem is we have recently seen Cardano under load. If you guys remember the DDoS attack, really didn't do anything to transaction fees. Really didn't do anything to the load on the Cardano network. It was able to handle it perfectly because that's what this network is built for. It's built for huge scalability. It's built for the ability for people to launch projects. And this isn't even getting into, partner chains or Hydra or anything like that yet. We're talking about just straight transactions on Cardano versus Ethereum. And while there may be sometimes like right now where it's the depth of the night, kind of like he showed here, where it may be cheaper to launch something on Ethereum, but the big problem you have is, are you going to be able to execute at the time where the market is popping, where you're at the height of the bull market cycle, where things are frankly insane, all right, where there's insane amounts of volume, insane amounts of users. And remember, it's only getting bigger, right? I think there's a much higher likelihood that Cardano is going to have cheap transactions at the height of the bull market cycle, and Ethereum is going to have very expensive transactions, kind of similar to what we saw last cycle. They have layer twos, which has helped during these times. But guess what? People still flock to the main chain. People will still flock to the main chain in terms of Cardano. And when you talk about a chain that can actually handle it, I have a lot more faith in Cardano being able to execute on what it was built for than Ethereum. It's already shown it can't do it. Cardano is much better positioned for this bull market cycle. Now, as always, there's no guarantees. This is not financial advice or anything like that, but this is one of the reasons why I have such confidence in Cardano. It's built to sustain the masses when they are flocking into crypto. So I appreciate you guys as always. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments down below, but have a great day. Show your love. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.